Check this out. I found this in a local transportation museum. Thought it was really cool, and I thought I could use this and do a custom on a Hot Wheel with it. So thinking of what kind of car I could use, I was like, T1 Volkswagen pickup. Pretty close match. So we're going to do a lot of things to this car. We're going to open up a door on the one side. I'm going to be lowering the interior in the back. I'm going to be adding an engine to the back. It's going to look really cool when it's done. One of the first steps in a custom is removing the car from its base. Now, I've already gone ahead and done this in this video, but don't worry, I do have a video specifically telling you how to do this, and I will post a link above and you can check that out. Now, one of the things I want to do to this car is I want to create a side door. So I'm going to take a jeweler's saw and I'm going to use that to cut through the metal of this car. It goes through pretty easily and it's not that hard to do. I found this at Michael's and it cost around $20, and I happened to catch it on a day when they had a 50% off coupon. It comes with several blades, which is really good because these tend to be a little brittle and they can break if not used correctly. But so far it's working out pretty well for me and it works really well. Once you get the hang of using this saw, it's really not that difficult to use. I'm going to speed up this portion of the video so I don't bore you to death watching me saw through a car. I'll be right back once this is all completed. Not too hard to do, and it came out pretty good. I got some straight cuts using the mold lines on there. I'm modifying the interior to make it fit a little better and look a little better as well. I've cut different sections off. I'm going to keep some higher and some lower, and I did this with a jeweler's saw, but you can use a regular little miter saw that you get from a hobby store. That'll work just as well. Here you can get a general idea of what it's going to look like. Now I'm going to have to add something in the back there because when I lowered this it created a big gap in the bottom there. So I'm going to use some evergreen shrine to do that. This is the fun part of the build for me when you begin the scratch build. Here I am adding different pieces of evergreen strip so I can cover any gaps or holes that I may have caused when I cut this into different sections. To make it look a little better, I'm taking a metal file. I'm actually going to follow the groove lines here and begin to file down here the edges, and you can get a nice good close up of what I'm doing here. It's an extra little step and it makes it look a lot better. As you can see, I've gone ahead and removed the paint from the car, but don't worry, I do have a video uploaded specifically on how to do that, and I'll post a link above and you can check that out. I still have a lot of work to do on this car yet, a lot of extra pieces to add, details, make it better, and adjustments and all that stuff. I've gone ahead and added a lot of extra little pieces and strips here. It's starting to come along pretty well, and there's the door. It's not fixed in place yet. I'm probably just going to end up gluing it in place because getting pins in there to have it open and close would be very difficult, although I would love to do that, but that's fine for me. Alright, here's the fun part and probably the most frustrating part as well. I've decided to add an engine in the rear of this car. The engine I'm going to use is from a Volkswagen Beetle from the 2017 mainline. Now here's the engine already removed. The cool part about this is the engine has a post on it, so I'm able to, once properly fitted in the rear of the T1 pickup, I should be able to get a 256 tap in there and hold that down. So there's a lot of adjusting, a lot of frustrations in this part, and cutting this away and cutting parts of the motor away. So I'm going to spare you that madness, and I'll just cut to the part where I have it all completed. This is really a trial and error thing, and you really have to do this yourself to really get it done. Alright, trial and error, yes, but I finally got it done. It looks pretty good. Not perfect, but for a 164 scale car, I think it looks pretty cool. So, alright, the next part is to get the exterior of the car to fit over this and make those adjustments. This seemed to be the only way to do this, was to cut this section off. I tried to avoid it, but if I can glue that little section, it should be fine. So this car is not going to be played with, it's going to be displayed. Alright, here it is. I think it came out really nice. This is basically what it's going to look like. I don't really have anything else to do to this other than paint and possible wheel swap. I did remove a section of the engine there that really is not supposed to be there. It's just part of the molding. But I think it came out really great, and that engine fits really well. It's a metal engine that comes with that Volkswagen, so if you ever find a couple of those, definitely pick a bunch of those up so you can have a lot of engines to use. Alright, here it is. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you really liked it, please like and subscribe. And for my subscribers who have joined me, thank you for joining, and I have a lot more to show you. See you later, guys.